What is the biggest money mistake you have ever made? I bought a vintage guitar from England. I'm in Canada, and had to get it shipped over the pond. Being a somewhat delicate item, I went for some pretty expensive shipping. Think it was £200. Which was a lot, but not much compared to the £3,100 I paid for the guitar. I wrote my address wrong, and the item was shipped to Canada. Had an invalid address. Held at the depot for a couple weeks. Then shipped back to the guy in England. I had to cover a fee and once again get it shipped over the pond. Becoming a doctor. At the end of the day, it's just a job. It wasn't worth flushing my 20s down the drain and accumulating a mountain of debt for this. I'm, finally, in a good spot in life now. But I don't think the sacrifices I made to get here were worth it. Even from a less self-centered point of view, I don't really do that much good for others with this job. Modern medicine is so much better at dragging out death than it is at improving life. And I'm tired of being a part of it. Deleted. One of those boot camp-style gyms opened up walking distance from our apartment. We wanted to get in shape and figured we'd check it out. It was run by a married couple who was really nice. Initial classes were very small, but the exercise was great. The husband also did martial arts instruction, so I was considering getting into that. They were doing a really reduced special to get a year membership, so I went for it and paid half up front. A few weeks later, I can't remember the conversation, but they asked for the remaining payment and I said sure. Why not? A little bit after that they called and said, sorry, but we opened the gym with a verbal agreement we would be getting a large amount of karate students and that fell through. So we have to shut down. We will get your money back once we get settled after we move back home. I foolishly had paid for all this but never had even gotten a written contract or whatever. They just ended up ghosting me and stopped replying to everything. Deleted. Buying a boat. Don't buy a boat. Bought a mobile home as a starter home. No one ever explained to me as a young adult the importance of investment and future planning. Mobile homes of course do not hold nor increase in value, so you never build equity. It's akin to renting, except you have to cover all your own repair costs too. Terrible financial decision. Don't buy mobile homes, kids. Just don't do it. Buying things from Portugal multiple times and never seeing them delivered nor compensated. Rip money. Never buying anything on delivery or from there again. Deleted. Agreed to take over my ex-GFS bills so that she could pay off her debts. 5 years and over $100,000 of my money later, she was in more debt than when we started and cheating on me. Don't ever do this. Just make her be an adult or dump her ass. It's never worth it. Sold my MTG collection in 1998. Almost full power 940 revised duels. All the playable cards from Beta, Legends, etc. Sold them for $1,000 and bought booze and meth. Would be able to pay for a house with those cards now. Going to college right out of high school. College is great if you know why you're there. But not for someone who isn't yet sure. 43 years of buying and smoking cigarettes. Hate to admit it, but I got nailed by a crypto scam. So dumb. I discovered Bitcoin very early. I bought 100 of them at 63 cents a piece. Sold the whole bunch for $300. I got married. I had a full party hat set on RuneScape in 2012. Not 2004. 2012. When prices were high but not crazy. Nowadays I could put a very fucking good deposit on a house with the prices they're at now. I sold for GP because I quit and ended up playing again 8 years later lol. Basically the majority of my 20s. I made too much and have little to show for it. It was fun however. Spending unhealthy amounts on league skins. Opened a credit card in college. Bought something. I don't even remember what. Completely forgot about it. Never got a statement. 3 years later I suddenly have collections agencies calling me non-stop over a $20 debt with hundreds in collection fees. Took years to get my credit back to not shit levels. FIFA Ultimate Team packs. Like a sacrilegious amount of money flushed. Timeshare. I went to the seminar for a 3-night stay at a beach resort. They got me. Phenomenal salesmen. But they lie out of their asses. Spent thousands over a few years. Only used the timeshare once. Paid a lawyer to get us out of the contract. Basically a mortgage. Now we're free. Going to a private university for my graduate degree and then not finishing. Those student loans set me back for quite a while. Not mine, but my dad's. He bought like $500 worth of collectible Star Trek dinner plates in the 80s thinking they'd be worth a ton of money in a few years. They're not.